to Stupid Simple Summaries. I am Raymond, and I read the books that I want to read with no regard to educational facts, and give you a summary of each chapter in as close to 90 seconds as possible. Maybe more. Here we go. This is chapter 3. So before class started in the last chapter, Wade got a pop-up from his best friend Aech. A-E-C-H. But pronounced like the letter H. We find out that they are best friends, and Aech is extremely famous in the world of Gunters, as he is also a famous gamer specializing in first-person shooters and whatnot. So he makes lots of money. Aech has a very popular and very exclusive basement chat room, reserved for only the top of the top Gunters out there. And it costs money to run a chat room. So Wade, whose avatar name is Percival, but I'm just gonna keep calling him Wade until it gets confusing, because I'm worried that it's gonna get more confused. So Wade is extremely excited to have even been invited here in the first place. But this is not his first time coming. Anyway, since the chat room is reserved for only the most elite Gunters, when he gets in there, he sees Gunters of all kinds. Humans, cyborgs, Vulcan, like everybody. Whatever their avatar is, he sees them there. And inside of this chat room, it looks just like an 80s basement, right? Posters on the wall, video game consoles, comics, every 80s pop culture reference that you could think of. We find out that Wade and Aech met in another Gunter forum, and Aech and Wade really hit it off because they saw in each other that they are both very serious and driven to find Halliday's Easter egg. They're both solo Gunters and are not parts of any clans or groups of Gunters to try to find it and then like disperse the wealth. They're solo. So even though Wade is very poor and can't really afford to go to any other world, and Aech is very popular and famous and very wealthy in the Oasis world and travels all over the place, he never offers any help because it's kind of an unspoken rule that if you're a solo Gunter, you just never ask for help. And Wade likes that because he doesn't feel like Aech is ever rubbing it in that he gets to go to all these really cool places. So Wade and Aech are just sitting on the couch playing video games, having a discussion about, 80s trivia and whatnot, when all of a sudden, a new person pops in the room whose name is Aech. I-R-0K. Like we're in 6th grade again. By all accounts, Aech is a poser. Everybody hates him, everybody makes fun of him, he's not very intelligent, So because of that, he's an easy target. But he always thinks that he is top dog. So he comes in and tries to break up this discussion that Wade and Aech are having by claiming that he found like this really rare piece of 80s trivia in the form of a video game. So Aech shows the picture of the video game to Wade and Aech to see if they could guess what the video game is. But to no surprise, Wade and Aech immediately knew what the game was, as it was one of Halliday's favorite games of all time. The game was Sword Quest, by the way. So Aech is embarrassed that Wade and Aech immediately knew what the game was. So then Wade and Aech immediately ask Aech what the next 3 titles were in the Sword Quest series. And Aech has no idea. He's embarrassed in front of a whole room of other professional Gunters. So he says fine, whatever, and he gives up and he starts to walk away towards the comics when, guess what, school bell rings. Everybody starts disappearing, they're going back to their classroom, and the only ones left are Wade and Aech. So Wade says to Aech, like, hey man, you run this chat room, why do you still allow this, like, jerk moron in here? With Aech's extreme knowledge of other worlds says it gives him hope that both him and Wade have a really good shot at finding Halliday's Easter egg. They both say their goodbyes, and then they disappear. That was chapter 3 for Ready Player One. If you liked the video or want to know what happens next, be sure to subscribe to be the first to get the latest updates. Check out the description below for links to Amazon where you can buy the book and support the author if you're enjoying it. Thanks all and have a great day.